Hello, everybody. Welcome back to
Feels
another.
good not to have to drag a Brahmin train across the Mojave.
Welcome back to another episode of
Hello.
Fallout New Vegas. Last episode, we started the Great Khan's quest. We need to find Ezekiel, which is this boy down here. Yo,
You look like someone with a question. What can I do for you?
Julius Farkas from Mason with the Great Khans.
Oh my, yes. They're a fascinating tribe with a long and unfortunately tragic history. Their original incarnation, much farther out west, was almost completely wiped out by one of those itinerant heroes so common in the post-war years. Then, of course, the new Khans suffered a similar fate. Some say at the hands of the same hero, though of course the dates are all wrong for that.
Please continue.
Well, after they migrated to the Mojave, we established relations with them, but that soured when all they wanted was to make drugs. The NCR eventually took them down quite a bit, but the really fascinating thing about them is the origin of their culture as a whole. You see...
Love to hear your dissertation, but I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Oh, of course. I'm sorry. I do tend to get wrapped up in my own theories and forget that not everyone finds them as fascinating as I do. Here, I salvaged this book from an old library. It's a history of people called the Mongols. I think that's what the Khans built their culture on. You should read it. It's fascinating stuff.
Can I read it? No, I can't. This game is fucking prison on the planet bullshit. Alright, and now the Great Khans. I want to see. I was wondering, because I've never actually. I think I've done it once back, like, really long.
Mr. House.
Trying to think when it was last. No, because I think I've always sided with the NCR.
Ah, you're back.
I look at this book. I want to see what your chart could be. Read about the Mongol Empire.
This is exactly the kind of symbol the Khans could unite behind. We'll begin readying the camp to move. As soon as Caesar makes his move, we'll depart. We will make ourselves strong again, and we shall conquer.
I wish you the best.
If you should ever tire of wandering alone, seek us out. You might just have the makings of a great Khan yourself.
I don't think. I guess you cannot get them to help
I haven't
you.
seen a follower around here in years.
All right. Well. What else? Alright, let's go and see the Emeritus.
The bots have enough firepower to arm a full platoon.
Continuing patrol.
Alright.
Beg your pardon, but
Beg your pardon, stranger, but I'm looking for someone. You ain't seen a young man with dark brown hair and a white hat on lately, have you?
No, I haven't.
Ain't nobody got one darn piece of news. Ain't got one Brahmin unaccounted for across a dozen ranches. But I'm here for an hour and my own son just up and disappears on me.
So you're a rancher?
Yep, got a whole mess of Brahmins to my name. Bighorners, too. Used to just have the one ranch, but land was easy to grab before the soldiers moved in. Before I knew it, I was running one of the biggest ranching operations east of California. Now, everywhere I go, folks I never even met shake my hand and call me Mr. Gunderson. Don't quite know what to make of that.
You lost your son?
My boy, Ted. He was right here. I didn't leave him but a minute. I told him to stay put while I talked some things over with the White Glove folks. He was never one to stay tied down to a spot, though. Gets that from his mother. Got most of my staff out looking for him now. I'd be out myself, but I keep hoping he'll show up back here. Of course, if he does that, I'll whoop him till his skinny hide turns to leather for putting me through this. But that don't mean I wouldn't be grateful.
Let me help you find your son.
I'd be more than happy to have you. Heck, I'll hire anybody with a pair of legs and at least one good eye at this point. There'd be a lot of money in it for you if you can get him back to me safe. And if he ain't, you can bet I'll pay for the names of the sons of bitches responsible.
Goodbye. Well, in the meantime, I'm gonna go talk to,
Those cons.
How may I be of service, sir?
tell me about your organization.
My, such a popular question. I suppose it is only natural to see us and wonder what it is that makes us special. The White Glove Society has only just made itself known to the public, of course, but our pedigree was established over generations. Were we always so refined? I'd be lying if I said yes. But I've always felt we were destined for a place atop modern society. And now, here we are. Not everyone can wear the finest clothes and eat the finest foods, obviously. That's just the reality we live in. But surely we can agree that the most tasteful, sophisticated people are the most deserving. And that's what the White Glove Society is all about.
White. Do you have any work?
No, not from the likes of you, I'm afraid.
Bye.
It's got the hint. We've shown everyone that these are our new territories.
The Cormod.
Bitter Springs. A name like that could have only brought bad luck.
Welcome to the Ultralux.
Do you work here?
I do, but one can hardly call it work. I think of myself as a caretaker rather than a common laborer. I suppose it is a labor of love if it can be called labor at all. We at the White Glove Society are all responsible for maintaining the beauty and class of the Ultralux. And as its founder, I suppose it falls to me to decide how we go about it.
Look for someone missing.
This again? I thought this was all settled. I answered every one of that investigator's questions to his satisfaction and gave all the help I could. I know our reputation hasn't always been spotless, but that's all in the past now. How some people can't get over it is beyond me. For the last time, the White Glove Society has never and will never consume human flesh for any reason. It's written in the charter.
That's the only reason. A White Glove Society to eat human flesh.
Now, didn't I already tell you that we don't do that sort of thing? We do not engage in cannibalism here under any circumstances. Though we haven't always been the White Glove Society. There was another time, a dark time, when we went by a different name. But that's all changed now. We've evolved past such base impulses since settling into our new home. I've seen to it that those days are behind us.
Wait, who did you talk about the disappearance?
There was an investigator who came through here last week. He'd been hired by a young man whose bride-to-be went missing during their stay here. Well, you can already guess what probably happened, can't you? It seems perfectly likely that she got cold feet and ran off. And that young groom just didn't have a clue, the poor dear.
Someone else, a man just recently went missing.
A man? Well, then this can't be. 2 disappearances in my hotel? What will people say? I'm going to have a word with my staff about security on the premises. Whether these people are found or not, our guests simply must feel safe in their own rooms.
Is someone here to talk to the investigator?
Why, yes, I think so, if he hasn't checked out yet, that is. I had our maitre d' Mortimer offer him a complimentary room for as long as it took for him to be satisfied. You see, the White Glove Society remains the very picture of courtesy, even in the face of such impolite accusations. We have nothing to hide here.
Goodbye.
Bitter Springs. A name like that could have only brought bad luck.
Alright, let's see. Sorry about that. Alright, there we go. Hey, Mortimer. Morty.
How may I be of service, sir?
I heard your group dies in human flesh.
Ah, yes. I've heard that one too. Jealous people say such nasty things. I feel sorry for them.
I, too, know what you'll always be craving. How can I support your cause?
Good. And you know what it is to be discreet in matters of nutrition. Perhaps you can help me. I'm in a bind. I've been planning an exquisite society dinner, but there's a bit of a problem with the main course. He's got a powerful and temperamental father.
Is it person?
Yes, the wrong person. We scouted the right one for weeks. The heir to a mercantile empire, sort of a black sheep. He cut ties with his family and left their estate to wander. He was ideal, corn-fed and well-to-do, but no one to miss him if he were to disappear. Unfortunately, the trap my subordinates set for him failed, and as he escaped, he saw their faces. Now he's wary.
Right, what do you do?
I asked for a last-minute replacement, and they stole the son of the most dangerous Brahmin baron in New Vegas while he stayed at this very hotel. Needless to say, this could be a disaster if things aren't put back the way they should be, and I still need somebody reputable to serve for dinner. Strictly speaking, we're no longer allowed to eat people, but I'm hoping the right person and preparation might sway Marjorie to see things my way.
That's what I need to do.
I need a replacement, and I need the boy taken care of. The replacement must be healthy and well-bred. One can't very well make steak from gristle. With so little time, we'll have to go after our original choice, Carlisle St. Clair. He lives in a shack north of here. For freshness, we need him alive. If you could send him here or knock him out with this and drag him into the dumpster next to his house, we can do the rest.
What about the boy?
Ted Gunderson is his name. It would be simplest if we could convince him this was all an unfortunate misunderstanding. But if he won't listen, we can't very well let him go. He'll have to be slaughtered and served. Then we wouldn't need the replacement. But you would need to deal with his father, Heck. Perhaps if you could smear some of Ted's blood around his father's hotel room, you could frame him.
I'll think about it.
Very well.
Marjorie said you get free rooms with private investigator.
Private investigator. Ah, yes, I remember the gentleman. This was about the missing bride. Such an awful thing. I do hope he finds her whereabouts. If I might pry...
Actually, I just need to speak with him. Yes, I have critical information for him.
Good. I hope that young man gets some closure after all he's been through. Now, ordinarily, we don't give out guest information, but I think given the circumstances, he'll want to speak with you. Let's see. He hasn't checked out yet. If you head back to the hotel rooms, his will be one floor directly above you after you exit the lobby. I hope we can put this whole matter to rest at last.
Hey,
Welcome to the ultra-luck.
Oh no.
Get him, boss. I mean, if that fits with your schedule.
You like that? You like that? Bigger caliber.
curious now. I'll look at something. Steam room, 4 p.m. Alright, well. See, so be one. Did it crash again?